Normally have a camera person who does this with me, so apologies. So we're doing the north. Assertive, active, decisive, likes to be in control and determine the course of events, quick to act, expresses urgency, enjoys challenging people and situations, thinks in terms of the bottom line, quick pace, fast track, courageous, ambitious, confident, perseveres, no is the start of negotiations, not stopped by no's. Goal-centered, ambitious, hardworking, comfortable in front of a room, do it now, I'll do it. Most common things the North say. Now let's go to the South spectrum, which is behind me. The Souths are friendly, likable team players. They allow others to feel important. They're supportive, nurturing, and caring towards colleagues. They're willing to trust others' statements at face value, peace-loving, sympathetic, and helpful. Feelings-based, they do trust their own emotions and intuition as truth. They're able to focus on the present moment. They're very process-centered. They are generous, non-competitive, and build on the ideas of others. They believe in right and fair. Okay, now the Easts, over here in this corner. They're innovative and creative and see the big picture. Very idea-oriented, focused on future thought, a risk-taker, adventurous, and spontaneous. They have insight into mission and purpose, and they look for overarching themes and ideas. They appreciate a lot of information. They have a strong spiritual awareness. They're free-spirited, unconventional. They experiment and explore, and their value words are option and possibility. Not yet. You don't have permission to stand in the middle yet. You get to choose at this part, and then we'll talk about standing in the middle. Now West, over by the Bridges podium. Dependable, practical, and thorough. Provide planning and resources to others. Careful, deliberate, follow procedures and guidelines. They use data to make very logical and analytical decisions. They weigh all sides of an issue and are perceived as balanced. They're introspective, self-analytical, focused, and sometimes reserved. They're careful, and they thoroughly examine people's needs and situations. They work well with resources. They get the most out of what has been done in the past. Sometimes they're skilled at finding the fatal flaw. So they're the ones that we always say, like, you pitch the idea, and they're the ones that go, but value words are objective and organized. So you have to choose. Leaders choose, and they follow their intuition. So choose, my leaders. You don't get to straddle the fence when you lead, by the way. You have to pick a direction at some point. All right. So we're going to do a quick exercise, and you're going to get to know the people that you're standing with very well. What I do want you to look around and notice is right here in this room, we have 4 very distinct leadership types, and it's very equally laid out. This is actually a very balanced group, which is interesting to me. I was wondering for a CERC leadership summit, because I usually do boards, if it would come out this balanced, and it did. So that is good news for the USGBC organization and its future success. So I'm giving you one instruction and one instruction only on what you're actually going to do, but I'm going to give you the detail instruction first, which is designate one person to come up to me, get a marker and a piece of white paper. Okay? So everybody raise your hand when you have one person designated to come up here. And it's not a hard task, I promise. You get to walk up to the board, tear off a piece of paper, grab a marker, go back. All right, so here's the board. Take your piece of paper, markers are on the table, go back to your group. All right, next instruction, and the only instruction you will receive from me for this exercise. Plan a vacation. Plan a vacation.